Welcome back, Math 10-3. Today's lesson involved Chapter 1.6, Piecework. Unfortunately, Chapter 1.5 went a little longer than what I planned, and due to a little bit of limitation of my video for this recording program that I'm using, I needed to do one chapter at a time. But fortunately, and as you may know, it benefit for a certain situation. For example, if you want to focus on one small lesson at a time, this is a good way. Chapter 1.6, unlike commission situation, piecework does involve how much of construction that you do, like for example, TV cable setup. It does involve, how can I say, more direct and straightforward type of work. Like for instance, if you get 18 cents per any type of piece that you sell, and if you sell with a total number of 2,560, then how can I find my total gross income? Well, there you go, total gross income. Well, it's a simple multiplication. If you actually think about it, it's a unit conversion situation because $0.18 over a piece, and you have total pieces. As you may know, this piece and piece, if you like to go with the unit conversion, it simply cancels each other. And what you can do after that is basically multiply. 0.18 times by 2560 gives me 460.80. So as you may notice, it does involve some, how can I say? It does involve some calculation, but it is relatively straightforward. Alright, so without further ado, let's go to an example. One of the example that you see is on page 22. Example number 1. Dominic delivers catalogs. He is paid 30 cents per catalog, and that's how he pays. And when it comes to total number of the catalog, he delivered 243 catalogs. So to find out the total value, what you need to do is 30 cents over catalog multiply by 243 catalog. I'm just gonna put cat, and these units will cancel each other, and only unit that you have is cent. Cent, and we are multiplying those. So 243 times by 30 is equivalent of 7,290 cents, which means if you think about it, 100 cent is $1. So if I divide it by 100, you will know that that's $72.90. That is what you get paid. Like this example, an interesting thing about the piecework is piecework is not consistent. So what I mean by that is, it's very, or you can put inconsistent. It's because depends on how much pieces that you sell, install, make, or something like that. It works as if it's a contract. It's per whatever. So your salary, it's always ratio. And it's a ratio of how much blah 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 per whatever the piece. So whether you like it or not, you need to use either unit conversion, which is what I'm going to use a lot, and or ratio, proportional ratio. And you can use any of the cases. Of course, my suggestion is unit conversion. Let's do another example. Let's save some. Oh, actually, no. I have some blank pieces of paper. Let's do the other one. same page, page 22. You have a scenario. It's an Oiler hockey game related, so hopefully you enjoy if you enjoy hockey. Roscoe sells programs at the Edmonton Oilers hockey games. He earns $20 per game plus 23 cents for each programs that he sells. Last game, he sold 244 programs. How much did he earn? So there are two types of piecework. So I'm going to put P1, P2. One of the piecework is $20 per game. As you may notice, the income, if you really want to call salary or something like that, income is ratio. And another one is 23 cents per each program. And now we have an amount. We had one game, and in that game, he sold 244 programs. And as you may know, the total number is different, so we're going to use each of the number accordingly. First thing first, $20 per game. We had one game, so that's an easy part. $20 is our basic income for that situation. We have 23 cents, and in fact, what I'm going to do is, why don't we change into dollar by putting 0.23? The reason that I'm doing that is because dollar and cent, they're technically not equal unit together. And this is per program. We have 244 programs as a total. So if I do 0.23 multiplied by 244, it does give us $56.12, 56.12. And we're basically adding those two. So it is $76.12, $76.12. And that is how much gross income for Roscoe at that game. So as you may know, it's not a monthly situation. It is case by case, literally, or day by day. It's an interesting type of the work, as you may see. Now, what I'm going to do is, I am going to give you homework question. Today's lesson is very straightforward. So that will be today's lesson.